Hare Krishna everyone, hope you had a lovely day. Welcome to Soma Vedic Astrology channel. Today we will discuss about the placement ninth lord in the 12th house. What do you mean by the Lord of the House in Vedic astrology? Now, each planet has got a responsibility of handling either one or two houses. So, this planets become the Lord of those houses. Now, look at this table to see which planet is the Lord of which zodiac sign. So, if you see this table, Mars is the Lord of two zodiac signs, which is Aries and Scorpio. Venus is the lord of two zodiac signs, Taurus and Libra. So, in this way, each of the planet has gotten a department to handle either one or two zodiac signs. Now let us try to understand that with an example. Now for example, if in your chart third lord is in the fourth house, so how you conclude whether third lord is in fourth house? So if you see, this is the first house where 12 is written, this is the second house where 1 is written, and this is the third house where 2 is written. Now what is 2? If we have a look at the table, then 2 is nothing but the Taurus zodiac sign. And who is the lord of Taurus zodiac sign? It is Venus. Okay, so what you will say then, lord of the third house is Venus. Okay, because it is the lord of the Taurus zodiac sign. And but where is Venus placed? Now Venus is placed in the fourth house of the birth chart. So this is how you will conclude that third lord is in the fourth house. So today we will check the placement ninth lord in the 12th house, but before that I have already made detailed videos on what all things can we see from the ninth house as well as from the 12th house. Please go and check that out before proceeding with this video. Also, a small disclaimer. Please note that this is a general prediction depending only on the placement of a lord in a specific house. Accurate results will only come after considering the zodiac sign, planets, dignity of the planets, retrogression, combustion, aspects, nakshatra, ascendant, sharbal, conjunction, and your running time period, which is Mahadasha, Antardasha, etc. Now, ninth lord is going four places away from its own position and sitting in the 12th house. So, four places away, whenever a lord goes, that lord seeks happiness from the significations of that house. Okay, so you are the one who are seeking happiness, maybe, living in some isolated environment, you like to be more private, you are inclined towards the spiritual aspects of life, and you are trying to seek happiness, contentment, and peace of mind from that. Now, ninth lord is part of the Dharma Trikon, and 12th house is a part of Moksha Trikon. So, this is a very spiritual kind of a placement, and to go into a spiritual path, this is a very nice placement. Now, ninth lord, is part of the Trikona, the most auspicious houses of all the houses, and 12th house is, part of Tushtana house. So, we see luck and fortune from the ninth house, and now this luck and fortune is going and sitting in the house of Tushtana. So there will be challenges with respect to luck and fortune. It things will not come easy. You'll have to face certain challenges and struggles in life. Okay, with you might be feeling that luck and fortune is not really supporting you. So it with this placement, it is better not to rely much on luck, but rather you know to put consistent efforts and to do the required hard work. Now, ninth lord shows luck and fortune, and 12th house shows losses, expenses. So, there is a possibility that you have a habit of, doing lot of expenses. Again, we need to see other things as well, like planet and, zodiac sign. Planet will show, what things you're doing the expenses. So, most of your fortune might go away because of this, nature of spending a lot. So, we have to, with this placement, try to control our expenditures. We have to try to control expenses. We have to maintain a budget and, follow the budget. Now, ninth lord shows your father, and 12th house shows losses, hospitals, bed pleasures. So, ninth lord going into this house of hospital, for father is going in the house of hospital. So, if it is badly placed, then, health issues is possible to your father. Okay, if it is very badly placed, then, sometimes with this placement, some people lose their father, early in life. Or it is also possible that your father might be living separately. Maybe he's living in a foreign land or in a different city. Or, if it indicates that this is becoming kind of a spiritual heavy placement, then your father might be living in some ashram, monastery, or in some religious place. Okay, that is possible. And if it is very badly placed, then, separation from father for long period of times, either maybe because your father is going for work, or maybe because your father is hospitalized. Okay, or whether there is some addiction, maybe alcohol, drug, or because 12th house is the house of pet pleasures, we can also see sexual addiction, health issues. So, any of these things is possible. To be precise, we need to see, more details. Now, ninth lord shows long distance travels, and 12th house shows foreign lands. So, with this placement, there is possibility of you going and living in foreign lands. Ninth lord shows long distance travels, higher education, and 12th house shows foreign land. So, there is a possibility with this that, you might be taking long distance journeys, going to the foreign land for pursuing, either your master's degree or your PhD degree. So, this is a combination which shows this. Now, ninth lord shows your religious views, and 12th house is also the house of spirituality, expenses. So, your nature might be charitable. If this is a spiritual heavy placement in your chart, then you can be charitable, spending your expenses on charitable organizations, NGOs, for spiritual purposes, for let's say building a temple, in the construction of the temple. So, all the expenses related to, charity can be seen from this placement. Now, ninth lord shows father. Okay, it also shows long distance travel, master's education. And 12th house, is the house of sleep. It shows your dreams, it shows your imaginative subconscious mind. Okay, what are your thoughts when, you don't have control on your mind. So, when this placement is activated, during that time, there is possibility of you getting dreams, related to either your father, or, maybe your desire to go to foreign lands, or, what master's degree should you pursue in, whichever dream college that you have. So, you might, subconsciously will try to relate to any of these factors. Ninth lord shows your higher learning. Now, higher learning, it is in the sense of the spiritual learning, the higher wisdom that a person can get. And 12th house shows, isolated places, secluded private places. Okay, so there is a possibility with this placement, and if you're spiritual, then you might, be interested to learn about, the scriptures, Vedas, ancient text, occult, astrology. Okay, any of these areas from your, isolated, secluded place where, not many people have entry to. It can be your bedroom or any private place that you have created for yourself. Now, ninth lord shows your religious views, and 12th house shows isolated places, ashram, spirituality. So there is a possibility of going, to some ashrams or, any of these places to get higher learning and wisdom. Okay, and as we already discussed with this placement, one gets much interest in the occult side, astrology side, mysticism side of the knowledge. Now, ninth lord shows your luck and fortune, and 12th house is the house of foreign land. So, if you see, if you maybe with this placement, and especially when this, lords are activating these houses, purely if we look at this placement without any conjunction, etc., then it is, better to move away and, to settle in some foreign environment. Okay, because this placement is showing that your luck and fortune is more tied to your foreign land. Okay, otherwise it is a, dusthana, otherwise your luck and fortune is going to a dusthana house, so which shows that not much luck and fortune support in your homeland. But if you move away, in a foreign land, that is when luck and fortune is going to support you. Now, ninth lord shows father, and 12th house shows expenses. So, if you are unable to control your expenses and you become too extravagant, then, there is a possibility of you facing, money related issues in your life. And, maybe you will have to rely on your family, especially your father. So there is a possibility of you spending his income, if you are unable to, let's say, control your expenses from your income. Now, ninth lord shows father, and 12th house is the house of losses, expenses. Okay, so if it is badly placed, then, it is not good for, the father's home or real estate or property, because it is going, ninth lord is going four places away. What it shows, it shows happiness, it shows your home, it shows real estate, property. Okay, so there can be some issue with regards to your father's property, maybe litigations, disputes, some hazards with that property. Okay, if it is badly placed. And you can also get lack of happiness, or, you are dissatisfied with the relation that you have with your father if it is badly placed, maybe because, your father might be out for work or in the foreign land, and, you might feel little distant because you didn't get, let's say, enough time to create, or, or rather nurture that bond. Now, ninth lord shows luck and fortune. Okay, it shows, following the laws and the rules and the regulations, being truthful, being moral. And 12th house shows the imprisonment. So, with what, whenever ninth lord is coming into consideration, it is always important to abide by the rules, okay, and laws of the lands, being ethical, being moral. And now what is happening, this ninth lord is going and sitting in the house of foreign land. So let's say, even if you are going to foreign lands, and if you fail fail to abide by the laws and the regulations of that country, then you will be into trouble. Okay, if this place, so it is very important to abide by the rules and regulations, the laws of the country, being truthful, moral. When you follow all this, automatically your luck and fortune is going to improve more in the foreign lands. Okay, but if it is very badly placed and afflicted with the malefic planets, then possibility of misfortune rises, because one is not able to control themselves to not obey the laws of the land, and might end up in the jails. Okay, 12th house is also the house of pet pleasures, so affliction can also show alcohol, drug, sexual addiction. Which specific addiction, for that we need to go ahead and see the planets and everything. Now, ninth lord shows luck and fortune, and 12th house shows, accidents. So, if it is badly placed, then, misfortune due to accident is also possible. So, you have to be cautious with this aspect. Ninth lord shows luck and fortune, and 12th house shows your subconscious mind. Okay, so you are lucky in terms that you have gotten a very intuitive and imaginative mind. So you should use this to maybe earn wealth. You could be a good fantasy writer. You could have a very good imagination basically. So now, depending on the strength of, let's say, third or fifth house and which planets are sitting there, we can extend this further, and we can see whether you can be a good writer or a good orator, or let's say a good artist. So because you are already getting that imaginative side to you, so definitely you should use that. Now, ninth lord shows long distance travels, and 12th house is the house of spirituality. So, it is, good to go to the pilgrimages and the holy sites. Okay, this is going to enhance your luck and fortune. Ninth lord shows luck and fortune, and 12th house shows jails, hospitals, ashrams, mental asylums. So, this placement is going to give good results if you are working, in any of this isolated, secluded places. If you are working in jails, hospitals, or mental asylums, or in the religious places, research lab, ashrams, foreign lands, then this placement is good. Now, ninth lord sitting in the 12th house is giving its seventh aspect on the sixth house of deaths, diseases, and enemies. So, whenever this aspect is getting activated during the respective Mahadasha, Antardasha time period, there is a possibility that you might get some health issues, challenges due to enemies, challenges due to, huge pile of debt that you have taken due to your extravagant nature. But again, if the dignity is good, then this luck lord will try to protect you from all these challenges, and you will overcome it. But if the dignity is not good, then it is showing a struggling time. Okay, this will be also a very good time to do the service, selfless seva towards the underprivileged people, and also towards the pet, or the animals basically. I will in future make separate videos with different type of planets as the ninth lord in the 12th house. If you have this placement in your chart, please do mention your experiences in the comments section. I hope you guys must have liked the video. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Also, please do let me know in the comment section below what more videos would you like to see? Thank you.